What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev, back with another one of these Dogomavis, and today we're going to talk about physical Raditz. So I want to talk about why I think physical Raditz is not a unit you guys should be summoning for. In my personal opinion, only reason you should be summoning for Raditz is A, you're a Raditz fan, and B, discounts, because the banner is definitely going to have discounts. So discounts, and you are a Raditz fan. But other than that, I don't think Raditz is really worth it, because he's definitely easily the worst 200% leader skill to touch this game, and he's easily one of the worst Dokkan Fests to touch this game in a very long time, to be honest. So let's talk about him, right? So he's Saiyan Saga or Pure Saiyans, 3 key 170% across the board, and he's 30% of the stats to Space Traveling Warriors. I don't know why in the hell they made this guy 30% stats to Space Traveling Warriors, because it's so weird, because if I'm not incorrect, Ginyu is 30% of the stats to Space Traveling Warriors, is he? Yes, he is. So why would they do that? I think it would have been better if they made him 30% stats to, I don't know, say Goku's family? Low class warrior? Why go ahead and do it for Space Traveling Warriors if Dokkan Fest Ginyu has it already? And he's arguably the best unit in the game, or it's arguably unarguably, because some people are saying Pan and other people are saying Ginyu. Honestly, I took the side of Ginyu because I could see why people like Ginyu more, so I agree more so with it. Before I thought it was Pan personally, but now I believe it's Ginyu. Ginyu is just, until they release a wickedly dumb broken ass TUR, Ginyu's still going to be the best TUR in the game. That's undisputed. But yeah, back over to his leader skill. Saiyan Saga is not really the craziest category team. I mean, you do have LR Goku and Piccolo, who carry the hell out of this team, along with STR Nappa, who's amazing. You have LR Giant A Vegeta, LR Kakarot, and Goku. So this team is carried off of the other units aside from the leader. So Raditz will not be doing jack diddly shit, and he will not be giving his 200% leader skill to any of these units besides Giant A Vegeta, because he's Space Traveling Warriors, isn't he? He is. So he'll be sitting on Raditz's 200% leader skill, which is cool. But yeah, us along with Nappa too. So he's really helping all the units around him with his leader skill besides himself, because Raditz is just not a good offensive and defensive unit. And he's also not doing much for the team at all. So let's go ahead and talk about him, right? So he gains 50% attack and defense in one turn, and he is a AoE, which is nice. And AoE can definitely be useful for the World Tournament, but you have LRSTR Broly, so why the fuck would you use this guy for the World Tournament? Anyways, but we're going to get to why I think he can actually work in the World Tournament, but it's a little weird because you got to get this guy hit. So he's an AoE with gains 50% attack and defense in one turn, which is nice, but his passive just doesn't work well with his super attack effect, which is kind of a little annoying. So let's talk about it, right? So he starts out with 150% attack and defense start turn. Then he gains an additional 50% attack and defense, 100% attack, and a 50% chance to crit when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So let's unpack why that's so goddamn bad. So why this is so bad is because out of every team that he's on, besides low class warrior, you're going to be killing everything, including Saiyan Saga. Yes, I don't need to pull up Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warriors, Goku's Family, and Pure Saiyans, because we know how stacked and loaded those category teams are. Terrifying Conquerors with AGL Ginyu along with Space Traveling Warriors. Goku's Family. I'm not bringing up Goku's Family because Goku's Family. Pure Saiyans. One of the best category teams in the game. Not the best, but one of the best. So why would I bring it up? But we can bring up Saiyan Saga, because that's quicker to talk about. So Saiyan Saga, LR Kakarot and Goku, and LR Goku and Piccolo, amazing units. LR Giant A Vegeta and STR Nappa, great units. I think there's not too much to talk about from here. That's it. You have 1, 2, you have 3, 4, and you can run LR Nappa and Vegeta off rotation if you really want to, just to get that little utility that they have off. Raditz ain't doing nothing. He's not gonna help when going up against his one enemy who's HP 50% or less, because you have this guy who's not going to let the enemy be below 50% HP, or these two guys who's not going to let the enemy be below 50% HP. I mean, why would you run LR Nappa and Vegeta? Excuse me. You can run Virgin Z Goku for that support. This guy's not going to let them be below 50% HP. This guy's definitely not going to let them be below 50% HP, just along with this guy. You have these two sitting on separate rotations, along with Goku and Piccolo, destroying shit and just blowing shit off the screen. How would you be able to get this part of his passive off if damn near every one of these teams he's on, well, besides low class warrior? Let me take a look at low class warrior before I make the case. Yeah, low class warrior is actually pretty mid. How would you be able to get this part of his passive off if the teams he's on are super powerful, it's a little annoying. And it's like, if you aren't getting this part of his passive off, his attack stat is going to suck very badly. This guy, Rainbowed, could be sitting like a 2.5 million attack stat. It's no bullshit. It's sad. 3 million attack stat. 3.5 million attack stat. Not even. It's like, if you don't get this part of his passive off, he's not hitting 5 million. And if your best attack stat is sitting around 5 million for a Rainbow TUR in 2022, that is very, very underwhelming. So moving on to the other part of his passive, which is meant for Super Battle Road and I guess World Tournament 2. He also performs a crit within the same turn after receiving an attack plus additional 150% defense when facing 2 or more enemies. Then he gains 2 ki for the rest of the battle after delivering the final blow. So this is useless. This 2 ki for the rest of the battle after delivering the final blow, it's useless. I don't care what no one says. It's like, oh, to set him in the third slot for Super Battle Road so you can, kill off those lingering units that have like 1 HP. That's too situational, and that's definitely not a common case. So this part of his passive is absolutely useless. Plus, he has an alright link set into the Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, and the same lineage. So what in the hell? He also has Nightmare too. Nightmare is attack, right? He also has Nightmare too. So what in the hell would he need this key for if his link set is decent? He has Prepare for Battle, the same lineage. So in all actuality, this doesn't matter. This final blow is one of the worst things you could put in a unit, alongside Disabling Guard. Those two are just so, well, 3 of the most useless things you could drop on a unit: lowering defense, delivering the final blow, and what was the last one I said? I can't remember what the last one I said. Lowering defense, delivering the final blow, and Disabling Guard. Those 3 things are absolutely and absurdly useless to put on a unit. So, in and of that, this unit has 2 dead things on him. In and of getting this off when going up against facing one enemy who's HP 50% or less. But it's the funny thing is that you're gonna most of the time be facing an enemy whose HP is 1% or less. No, excuse me, 50% or less. You're gonna be facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less 90% of the time. 10% of the time you'll be in Super Battle Road or World Tournament. But I mean, why would you run this guy in World Tournament anyways? Because STR Broly exists. But that's not the point. We're just gonna make this focal point just like a Super Battle Road thing. So he basically performs a guaranteed crit after receiving an attack, and he gains additional 150% defense facing 2 or more enemies. So it's kind of a little annoying that he has to get hit to gain his defense and perform a crit when going up against 2 or more enemies. So it's a little weird. This unit is so weird. It's like, what if the unit's not attacking in the first slot so this guy can get it off? And it's crazy because this guy's not a slot 1 unit, because units like to super attack the first slot anyways in Super Battle Road. So why the hell would you restrict his defense and give him a guaranteed chance to crit when facing multiple enemies when he's not a slot 1 unit and he has to super to get his defense? They made him so weird. It's unbelievable. For number 1, 150% attack and defense is not enough. This should be 250% attack and defense to start a turn easily. Number 2, when facing only one enemy who's HP 50% or less, on basically all these teams besides low class warrior, this is not going to work. Number 3, you have to put him in the first slot to take an attack when going up against multiple enemies and gain his defense. To gain his defense and crit chance off of 2 or more enemies, but it's weird because he's not a slot 1 unit and he has to gain his defense. He's bad. He's terrible. And then you give him this dead part of his passive where he gains 2 ki for the rest of the battle after delivering the final blow. It's like, this is probably only ever useful in long events, but you're not running him in long events. It's like, look at the Super Battle Road stages he's on. He's on basically everything but Saiyan Saga. Saiyan Saga doesn't have a Super Battle Road stage. I'm pretty sure Space Traveling Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Goku's Family, Pure Saiyans, and Low Class Warrior have a Super Battle Road stage, excuse me. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong if they don't. But why would you run him in Super Battle Road? There's no reason to run him at all. This unit is trash. He's trash, and always will be trash. Raditz is going to age so fast, people who are memeing about him are just going to forget about him tomorrow. Watch. Once you summon for him, you pull him for the memes, you link level him, you never use him again. Unless you're a Raditz fan or you summon for the discounts. That's it. That's really about it. And let's take a look at his... Oh, wait, no. I forgot to talk about his active skill. His active skill, he greatly raises his attack temporarily, and he stuns the enemy for 1 turn. Why? He has to be facing only 1 enemy, and he has to receive 3 or more attacks. If you made this unit an AoE unit, who can crit and gain more defense after receiving an attack. And he's clearly not a slot 1 unit. Why didn't you just make this after receiving 3 or more attacks instead of just when facing only 1 enemy with it? It's just like his active skill is useless. His condition is terrible. His passive is trash because it's way too restricted. And this unit is just not useful in Super Battle Road because units like the Super the first slot anyway, so he'll die before he gets his defense. It's like, what is this? What is this unit? This unit is, wow. It's like the only good thing that this unit has going for him is his link set. Prepare for Battle and Prepare for Battle, the Saiyan Lineage, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race. He is a decent link set besides Coward. Coward is absolute shit. But this guy, he has a good super attack effect, but it's like, why can't he stun with it? It's like the best way to fix this unit. Excuse me. Oh my god, I went clicking everywhere. Excuse me. Okay, so the best thing to fix this unit, I think they should change this from Space Traveling Warriors to like low class warrior or pure Saiyans. No, not pure Saiyans, excuse me. Changes from Space Traveling Warriors to low class warrior or Goku's family. Or Terrifying Conquerors. Like, why? Who cares? Like, just make it that way. It's like, change this to something else, because Space Traveling Warriors, Ginyu already has that, so who's the airhead at Bamco that decided to do that 30% additional to his leader skill? That's terrible. The second thing to fix this unit is that give him some stun chance. If you're going to make him a Super Battle Road unit, give him some damn stun chance. Give him like a 50% chance to stun his super attack effect. The third thing to fix this unit is to remove this bullshit ass facing only 1 enemy whose HP is 50% or less. Just take that off completely. And then raise this 50% attack and defense more to 100% attack and defense. And raise this like 100% attack and defense. Or 200% attack and defense. Because he's Raditz. He's Raditz. And he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. He's on 6 teams. Look at STR Videl. STR Videl came out in 2021. And she is shitting on this nigga. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like you take a unit that's not hype and make him bad. What's the point? Pan is not hype, but she's great. Videl's not hype, but she's good. He's not hype, but he's garbage. It's unbelievable. It's actually like, it's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at his banner. This is another thing I don't think you guys should go for. It's like, the funny thing about this unit is that his banner, I'm gonna say his banner sucks outright. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel like to have the incentive to summon, I feel like they're gonna throw, I think the Tech Androids was on the last banner that Global had. Were they? I don't know. They might throw some really stupidly good unit on this banner. I mean, the best unit on this banner, is it STR Nappa? That's crazy because Nappa's way better. Nappa's amazing. Nappa is retarded. He's so crazy. His defense is stupidly high. But Raditz is garbage. How is the banner unit better than the new Dokkan Fest unit? It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. I think the best unit on this banner would probably be AGL Kid Gohan. For sure. It's AGL Kid Gohan. It's like, it's funny how Nappa's on less categories than Raditz, but he's better. Raditz is over here. Nappa's on less categories than Raditz, but he's better than him. And he's better. He's gaining defense on his super attack effect, of course, which is standard, and that's nice. He's raising his defense by 780%. With more HP, the greater the stats boost. So his defense is going to be sitting at like 600k. Rainbow, of course, with a full fucking Saiyan Saga team with a bunch of stacked units on there besides his trash ass unit. And he gains more attack and facing only 1 enemy. He's a support type unit. He's great. He has defense and he's a support type unit. And also, the funny part about this guy is that his links are worse than his. The thing that's carrying Nappa, and it's what's matter most, is that he has higher defense than him, and he's a support type unit. It's like, and he's on less category teams with a worse link set. I don't understand it. Why is Nappa better than the banner? Why? Alright, let's talk about this banner real fast. So this is JP's banner. I'm pretty sure it's going to be different from Global. They're probably going to replace AGL Trunks with someone else. But AGL Trunks he's good, but he's power crept. AGL Gohan is good, but he can get hurt when trying to stack his defense for the first couple of turns, but he's definitely really good for sure. Int 4 Gogeta sucks. I'm gonna say that outright. For the new content at Dokkan, his passive runs out. Whoop de fucking do. It gets lower to like a 50% chance to be effective against all types. It's quite unfortunate that this guy has aged out the meta. He's been power crept too. Another unit that's been power crept is these two fuckers because they're too old. This guy is solid. He stacks defense and he sees enemy super attacks. He's only getting long events. Int Kid Goku's trash. But other than that, yeah, a good amount of these units besides Ajo Kid Gohan has been power crept to shit. It's very simple. The best units on this banner is Nappa and Gohan. Raditz sucks. You've been power crept. You've been power crept. You are only good in one place and you're trash. So I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's like if you like Raditz, go for it. And if you want to get those discounts off, because you guys got to remember, next month, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of next month is the Worldwide Talent Celebration. So they're going to be wanting you global niggas to go ahead and spend them stones. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Raditz is just Raditz, man. They did you bad. They made your passive like just wonky. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.